highlights the importance of the projects.
Most of our machines have been decommissioned because they've served this country, they've done their part, they've come to the end of the life cycle of the technology. And that's the situation with most of our infrastructure throughout the country, where you may invest in infrastructure before yet, and come the critical requirement of such infrastructure is like 10 megawatt, 8 plant machines you install now is basically operations and maintenance, which is the entire responsibility of PNG Power.
While there is currently no activity on site, 10 hectares of land have already been cleared and prepared for work to begin. The project will also reduce reliance on expensive diesel generation and marks the first time PNG Power has diversified beyond hydroelectricity and diesel by adding solar power to its generation mix. Immediate relief to the Leh grid has already been delivered through the commissioning of the Taraka Thermal Generation Project. Phase 1, valued at over 30 million kina and financed under the KCH-led PNG Power Rescue and Recovery Program, includes the installation of 8 new high-speed diesel generators and 8 step-up transformers. Acting Prime Minister and Leh MP John Russell praised the projects, which he said will ease the power disruptions in the city.
Power problem before building 6,000 man. Now Leh city and close to 500,000 people inside the city of Leh. So all the power now, all the man like power. From a population of 60,000 people to about 500,000 people now, it's the constraints for power now. I'm come every day, Leh, you progress as experience him. Every second day, power blackout, power blackout, power blackout. So today, as we stand here, it makes my heart a lot more joyful, a lot more happier that my people, Minister, Mileto, thank you, line KCH, that my people can be able to have hope that now we can enjoy good power like any other citizen and taxpayer of Papua New Guinea. The launch of 10 megawatts solar power farm at Yalu will help come onto the Leh grid. The current 10 megawatts that is now being channeled and will be immediately available, if I am not wrong. The 10 megawatts that stands from the Taraka substation will immediately go into the Leh grid to produce more power, whilst the Yalu grid for the extra 10 megawatts will be built to complement the 10 megawatts that is currently going to be put into the power grid.
KCH says the projects are key to ensuring a reliable power supply as Leh continues to grow as Papua New Guinea's industrial center. Susano Oreape, TVWAN News.
PNG Power Limited is set to strengthen its generation capacity following the launch and commissioning of new energy projects in Leh led by Kumul Consolidated Holdings. The rollout of the Yalu 10 megawatt solar project and the commissioning of the Taraka 10 MW thermal generation units are expected to significantly improve PNG Power's ability to meet electricity demand in Leh and across the Ramu grid. The projects will enhance PNG Power's operational capacity, stabilize supply and support future industrial expansion in Leh.
One where we stabilize, modernize, and ultimately transform the power system in Leh and the Ramu grid. PNG Power remains committed to delivering a grid that is reliable, stronger, capable of supporting the nation's growth.
Leh is the industrial hub of our country, and this road infrastructure, they are not enough. Even need new, bigger lines, transmission lines, tribal substations, tribal transformers to provide uninterrupted power to our industrial city of our country.
Chief Executive Officer of Medang Provincial Health Authority, Dr. Martin Damon, is urging people to take stringent measures in protecting themselves from flu. The people of Medang have been urged to wear masks, keeping distance, and regular washing of hands to avoid any transmission of a flu-like disease. warns that there is a high number of common flu-like illnesses currently being reported at the Modilon General Hospital over the last few months. He added that the most prevalent cases are reported from the Middle Ramu and Medang districts, with a significant number from other districts as well. Dr. Damien stated that the pattern of symptoms remains slightly above the normal seasonal flu pattern, which does not warrant an alert just yet. All district health centers have been given orders to monitor flu patients upon presentation and report on any escalations, such as deaths or complications that cannot be associated with the common flu. To support the detection and identification of possible Nipah virus outbreak in the province, a team from the Institute of Medical Research is assisting hospitals with the processing of samples in Port Moresby and Goroka. If required, samples will also be sent to Australia for further laboratory testing.
But they are increased flu-like illnesses. We don't know what's the cause. The Institute of Medical Research are assisting us in doing the sampling and testing. Whether if they have the capacity to do that here, they will do. Otherwise, our team have to send samples to Australia.
Dr. Damien is confident that the hospital has the capacity to ensure early detection if the Nipah virus makes its way to Medang. However, containment can be an issue, as seen during the coronavirus outbreak in 2020. He says that for now it may not be a threat, but in due course it might be, and as a precaution, the hospital has been issuing antibiotic drugs to health centers to assist in containing and treating patients within each district. The common challenge that remains is the lack of medical supplies, but they have managed to source medicines to distribute to health centers in each district.
Anything can happen anytime. What we are doing now, our team are making sure that the drugs, at least common drugs, antibiotics and some painkillers, need to reach the health centers and make post level. We are critically short in terms of supply, but we try to manage whatever we have on the ground.
Dr. Damon is also urging the general public to be vigilant and start practicing self-distancing, masks and gloves with constant hand washing, as the Nipah virus is contagious. The elderly, those with existing medical conditions and children under the age of 5 years are most vulnerable and should take extra precautionary measures to flu-like symptoms.
Simple measures like what we did in COVID, non-treatment, non-medical measures. Washing hand, wearing face mask. When you are in public places, wearing face mask. Those who are at risk, old age, those with chronic lung diseases need to protect themselves from getting this flu-like illness. They are at high risk.
The Simbu provincial government has wrapped up its 2025 budget, with leaders praising strong teamwork and early preparations for the year ahead. The final 2025 Simbu provincial budget was officially presented by Provincial Administrator John Punde to Governor Noah Cool and local-level government presidents from the province's 6 districts. The presentation followed weeks of detailed work by the Simbu Provincial Administration's Budget Division. Mr. Punde led the process, supported by Deputy Administrator Kale Simai, Ben Serial from Corporate Services and Chris Mondo from Field Services. The budget outlines funding priorities for district services and development programs across Simbu Province.
The success of this budget is centered on collaboration, so I extend my gratitude to the dedicated provincial management team, JPP and BBC members, the PEC members, and this is a great opportunity for members of the Provincial Assembly who had the best opportunity to pass the provincial budget for 2026 fiscal year. Your input has been invaluable. The structure also lays a solid foundation for the challenges and opportunities of tomorrow. Together, we can ensure that this budget not only meets immediate needs, but also lays the foundation for continued service delivery and more prosperous future for all.
Governor Kool commended the administration for completing the budget on time and said it shows commitment to responsible leadership and planning.
So that's a graph just to indicate to you, showing us in which sectors actually did more money. What the total operation of grants was selling, the government like 37 million recurrent. It's like two sectors actually almost half the education and infrastructure. It's almost 24 million plus. You know, the two sectors, the rest you really need. So, just to give you a pictorial graph also that you have an appreciation of the spread of resources.
He also revealed that work has already begun on the 2026 budget to ensure continuity in planning and service delivery. The completion of the 2025 budget signals a key milestone for Simbu province as it moves forward with development plans for the year. You're watching TVWAN News. We'll be back with more news after the break. Stay with us.
Banking doesn't have to be complicated. With PSP's One Talk Wallet, control your money wherever, whenever. Dial *131#, enter your PIN, select cash in or out, and generate a secure code to withdraw cash. It's the only wallet for cardless ATM withdrawals. Send and receive funds, pay for goods and bills, or withdraw cash with ease. All with PSP's One Talk Wallet. PSP's One Talk Wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# today.
When you're all in, anything can happen. Grab a Coca-Cola and enjoy the moment.
Cold Power Citrus Blast uses stain-fighting active particles to remove dirt, grease and stains from your family's washing with less scrubbing and rubbing, reducing wear and tear and saving you time. Cold Power Citrus Blast has an amazing citrus fragrance that gives that extra freshness that will last all day long.
Hey, do you know that Cell Money gives you twice the Digicel credits you recharge when you top up your phone with Cell Money?
Yes, I have the good news. So now I put 3 kina in my phone. I receive 6 kina credit.
Well, that's why now I like to top up 5 kina because I receive 10 kina. And then I use my credits to call, send text, or get data.
Let's go to a Digicel store or Cell Money agent today. Deposit money in your Cell Money wallet to top up and receive the double credit.
Dial *888# to do it all with Cell Money.
Cell Money, do it all with Cell Money.
Welcome back. Hula village in Central Province remains under close police attention following disturbances linked to the death of a young woman after an alleged New Year's Eve incident. An emergency meeting was held today between the police and community. The situation was reported to be calm. The deceased daughter of former NCD Police Prosecutor Chris Iga reportedly sustained serious injuries during celebrations late last year. She later passed away with her death believed to be connected to those injuries. Police say investigations are continuing. Relatives from Wabeginenga province traveled to Hula for funeral arrangements. During the house cry proceedings, tensions reportedly developed between visitors and members of the local community. As a result, several houses and vehicles were allegedly damaged or destroyed, including 3 houses and 4 vehicles, 2 believed to be police vehicles. Several people from both sides were reportedly injured. Police units have since been deployed following coordination by National and Supreme Court Registrar Ian Algeria. Authorities are calling for calm as inquiries continue. The Eastern Highlands Provincial Government has strengthened its support for tertiary education after signing a memorandum of agreement and understanding with the PNG University of Technology in Lae. The agreement was signed earlier this week by Eastern Highlands Governor Simon Sear, who said the partnership recognizes the important role universities play in shaping and developing the country's human resources. Under the new MOA, school fee assistance from the provincial government will be paid directly into the University of Technology's account. Governor Sear said this is a change from past arrangements and will ensure better accountability and transparency. He said the support will ease the financial burden on parents, especially at a time when the cost of living continues to rise. Governor Sear also made it clear that Eastern Highlands students studying at the University of Technology must comply with the terms and conditions outlined in the agreement. The governor acknowledged that many students are receiving assistance from multiple sponsors, including provincial and district governments, parents, and corporate supporters. He said this reflects the difficult economic situation facing many families. University of Technology Vice Chancellor Dr. Ora Renagi welcomed the partnership, describing it as a milestone for human resource development. He assured sponsors that all funds paid into the university will be strictly monitored, fully accounted for, and reported back to the provincial and district governments. Karkar Secondary and Ilubangme Primary Schools in Medang Province have received new trucks donated by the Sir Arnold and Lady Hitolo Ahmed Foundation. The trucks are a boost to education empowerment on Karkar Island in the Sumkar district. Sir Arnold Ahmed, the current ambassador of Papua New Guinea to the United States of America and a former politician and lawyer, established the foundation last year to give back to communities, schools, churches, health, and other development aspects of the island. Sir Ahmed stated it is a privilege to give back to the schools within his community. The donation follows a commitment made last year by Sir Ahmed and Lady Hitolo after the foundation was established. Sir Ahmed said they will continue to assist in areas where needed. However, education being the backbone of any country, the foundation will continue to fund schools in order to add value to human resource development on the island.
We are blessed in our careers. We are Karkar Islanders. We just feel privileged to bless our two schools. Mom and I have started this foundation, philanthropic, generating funds to do social community work, education, health as we generate these funds. And so that's just basically our donation and give back to our island communities and particularly the schools. Education is really the foundation of a nation's building.
Jimmy Kabuanga, the principal for Karkar Secondary School, was overwhelmed, stating that the school has been blessed this year with assistance from various avenues. So far, the school has received 100,000 kina from local MP Alexander Suguman Ome, a commitment of 500,000 kina from Trans Wonderland Logistics, and now a brand new truck. Mr. Kabuanga thanked the foundation for the assistance on behalf of the teachers, parents, students, and the Board of Governors, and emphasized that this would boost the school's morale and they will try their best to excel this academic year.
To thank Mr. Arnold and Lady Hitolo Ahmed Foundation for the two trucks. These are the blessing to the school. It will boost positive image for the school. I'm pretty sure it will motivate the teachers, students, and we'll try our best to get some good results.
Christopher Kupi, the head teacher of Ilubangme Primary School, where Sir Arnold is from, was very appreciative of the donation, stating that this would assist the administration in carrying out duties conveniently.
It will go a long way in helping the school in its infrastructure development as well as other areas within the administration and the school operation itself. So a very big thank you. May God bless the foundation and Sir Arnold and Lady Ahmed for the work they are doing for the schools.
The two trucks cost around 90,000 kina each and will be shipped to Karkar Island next week after registrations and appropriate due processes are done. Meantime, the islanders are calling on the local and national government to upgrade the ring road on the island. Kupi said many vehicles on the island have broken down due to the bad road conditions. Turning overseas, Darwin has welcomed its latest group of new families to join the city's large military population.
Come to the territory.
Darwin's wonderful. I originally come from Queensland, so it's like coming home again. Very collegiate, very welcoming, and it's a wonderful place for families.
Hundreds of military members and their children getting to know their new community and touching base with services that can help them through tough times.
It is isolated in the Northern Territory, but what we've found is the collegiate nature of the Northern Territory community is wonderful. Look at, behind me here with the families, all the support services. It is really welcoming to families, but it doesn't come without its challenges.
The military population is booming in the territory, with more than 5,000 defence members stationed in the nation's north. For many families, the move can be a hard one, and this event's focus is the young ones.
We're only about a month when we've moved up, and events like this today are pretty important for us for the children in particular, to see different sporting activities they can do, different events, different social clubs.
Some families have noticed a difference in Darwin compared to other postings.
Here in Darwin, the community is quite small. Everyone's sort of in the same boat. We're a long way away from our families. And you've kind of got those built-in friendships here. You can kind of, speak to your neighbours, and pretty much everyone's in the same situation. So everyone's kind of helping each other out, which is perfect.
It's very good. I've met my teacher. I've made a couple new friends. I've seen my school.
A fun start for some of the city's newest residents.
And sports is up next. Join me on the other side with all the details.
For too long, banking has felt out of reach for many. But now, PSP's One-Took wallet is here to change that. Send and receive money, pay bills, and top up. It's your money, wherever, whenever. Because at PSP, we are committed to improving how our customers connect to our One-Toks, to our family, to the ones we love. PSP's One-Took wallet. Money made easy. Dial *131# for everyone.
Head back to school with Colgate and Protex. Win big. Lots of great prizes to win for your school. To enter, use your favorite Colgate and Protex products. Keep all your empty packets, take them to school and give them to your teacher. Visit the Colgate Pacific PNG Facebook page for more info on how to register. Win school supplies, sporting equipment, and more, all for your school with Colgate and Protex. Promotion ends March 31st, 2026.
"24-hour service. Always there when we need them the most. They risk their lives to save mine. They are ordinary people doing extraordinary things. They are our everyday heroes. St. John Ambulance, trusted to care."
Thanks for staying with us. PNG Hikari FC's search for its first victory in the OFC Professional League has continued. The hosts suffered a narrow 2-1 defeat to South Island FC yesterday, which ended in the PNG leg of the competition.
PNG Hikari loss to South Island United FC means the Port Moresby-based football team will sit at the bottom of the competition table heading into leg 3 of the competition in Australia. Hikari's campaign began in New Zealand, where they faced tough oppositions. They struggled to convert promising performances into positive results. Hence, they lost both of their matches to Solomon Kings and South Melbourne FC. Returning home to Port Moresby, expectations were high that familiar conditions and home support would help turn their fortunes around. They held a commanding 2-1 lead during their match against Vanuatu United until VAR intervention forced the match to a 2-all draw. Ekari then took on South Island FC. The match started with intent and met their opponents for long periods. However, a lack of clinical finishing and key moments of concentration allowed South Islands FC to edge ahead and claim the 3 points. So far, Ekari's performances suggest a team still adjusting to the demands and intensity of the fully professional league. While results have not gone their way, the side has remained competitive in most matches, often staying within touching distance on the scoreboard. Coaching staff and players are expected to use the early setbacks as a learning curve, focusing on tightening their defense and improving efficiency in front of goal. With several matches still to be played in the league, Ekari FC remains hopeful that persistence and hard work will give them a win. Rex Litter, TVWAN Sports.
And finally, pre-season NRL action began over the weekend with 2 exciting trial matches setting the tone for the year ahead. The North Queensland Cowboys edged out the Canterbury Bankstown Bulldogs in a competitive clash, while the St. George Illawarra Dragons secured victory over the Newcastle Knights. These games form part of the early build-up to the official 2026 Telstra Premiership season.
2026 season. It is so good.
The 2026 NRL season on Saturday, 7th February 2026, displayed some spectacular rugby league talents. The Cowboys, the Knights, the Bulldogs and the Dragons brought in their best young talents and trialed them out. The Cowboys defeated the Bulldogs 34-32 and Dragons held off the Knights 28-18. These results didn't bother any of the teams. What mattered the most was the performance of the teams as it set the platform for the 2026 season. Looking back at 2025, the Bulldogs concluded the year strongly inside the top 4 of the regular season ladder, reaching the finals and signaling a competitive campaign ahead. By contrast, the Cowboys finished mid-table, missing finals action and seeking improvement under coach Todd Payton. The Dragons endured a tougher season, finishing towards the lower end of the table and aiming for a bounce back in 2026. Meanwhile, the Knights struggled for consistency in 2025, sitting outside the finals places and targeting roster and performance gains over the off-season. Pre-season results have given fans an early glimpse of each club's preparations, and with the season opener on the horizon, expectations are building. Bulldogs look to build on their 2025 form, while Cowboys, Dragons and Knights all aim to climb the ladder and challenge for a finals bet in the 2026 Telstra NRL Premiership. Rex Litter, TV1 Sports.
That's all for sports. Now for the weather report. Southern region, Port Moresby, mostly fine to partly cloudy with chances of afternoon to evening showers. Alotau, some rain showers this afternoon to evening, clearing to fine in the night. Pomase, Lay becoming cloudy tonight with some rain and possible thunderstorms. Wewak, partly cloudy with chances of few showers. Ugini Islands, Kavieng, partly cloudy with some rain showers and possible thunderstorms. Kokopo and Rabaul, some rain with possible thunderstorms. And Highlands region, Goroka, Bans and Kundiawa, becoming cloudy with some rain and possible thunderstorms. Mendi, Tari and Wabig, cloudy periods with some rain and possible thunderstorms. Oceans forecast, Coral Sea, sea slight with westerly winds of 5 to 15 knots. Solomon Sea, seas smooth with northwest winds of 5 to 15 knots. Bismarck Sea, seas moderate with northwest winds of 10 to 20 knots. Pacific Ocean, seas slight with northerly to northwesterly winds of 5 to 10 knots. And coastal waters, waters of southern PNG and Indonesian border to Daru, to Kiwai Island to Kerma, to Yule Island to Hood Point to Samarai Island, seas 0.5 to 1 meter. And waters of Cape Vogel to Huon Gulf to Finschhafen, seas 0.5 to 1 meter. Tonight's news ends on that note. Thanks for watching. Good night.
The TVWAN